On the Shoo Rayner drawing channel today, I am going to show you how to draw a pangolin. And this came about because last week I did a live video and I thought, what shall I draw? And I thought, I'll draw a pangolin. And if you click up here, you'll be able to see how I kind of research it, because I'd never drawn one before, how I researched it and came up with the kind of ideas. And this is sort of what I came up with. So they're strange little creatures, and luckily they're now getting a bit more protection in China because everybody's eating them and creating coronavirus from them. So what we need is this kind of egg-shaped thing here, and we're going to want the ground about there, and that will sort of get us started. So we can have the legs like this, and I kind of think they look like kind of sort of 1970s sort of platform boots in a way, like that. And then go across like this, because they're like little hunched little old men, I guess. So then you want this kind of nape of the neck curving down there like that. And then that will go forwards like that, and then kind of curve back and down to there. And then we have a kind of a cap across the top. And then the scales will start like that. And then they sort of come around, and they have this really cute way of kind of holding their arms in front of them as they're walking along. And then we're going to want the tail sort of coming out down here. I might make that a bit higher there, sort of coming down like that. So I just zoomed in a little bit, and what I'm going to do is here we're going to start around about here. So they have this kind of little cap on their head, and I think you can make this slightly wobbly if you want, and then this will sort of come down to like that, and then we can bring the cap around there, and then this sort of comes down into the arms and the sort of claws, and this is where it gets a little bit difficult. So here I'm going to do this kind of zigzag like that, and then we can bring the face coming forward into the nose, and that's going to curve around and then swoosh down there. And they've got a little nose on the front, so I'm just going to sort of make that a little blob and leave a little bit of white as a shininess. And because they have they don't have teeth and things really, they just have a sort of a little mouth with a great long tongue that comes out to sort of lick ants and termites out of their nests. So they don't have a great big mouth, and their eyes are really quite low set down like that. And then they have these sort of rather cute little ears as well back there. And then here we're going to draw the legs, so this is going to come forward, and then we can just do this kind of zigzag thing like that. And again down here we want the zigzag like that, and we might see the tummy underneath it a bit, and then this is quite sort of smooth, but then zigzag like that. And then here we want to do these zigzags as well for the scales going down the tail like that. When you are absolutely sure that the ink is dry, then you can erase those pencil lines. If you press too hard, you're going to have trouble. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw sort of the ground along there like that. They have enormous claws, which are designed for ripping termite mounds open. So they have sort of a claw like that, and then the middle finger is really great big heavy duty thing like that. This is where it all starts to get a little bit difficult, and I think the easy way is just to give in. Or actually, let's work with these these little angles here of the scales at the bottom, and I am just going to draw diagonal lines. So that will go there, and you can afford to make them a little bit kind of bigger on the top here like that, and a bit sort of smaller down the legs like that. And then we can keep these parallel again now like that, and then these want to get a little bit closer together, at the top certainly, and then this is not an easy thing to draw. And then these want to be quite close together on the cap there as well. So here we can then go the other direction and start making these scales like that. And then here we might want to start having a bit of a curve like that. So we can just sort of slightly curve it across there, and then the scales are bigger across the body, so we can make them slightly bigger going across the top there. And then again here, they're sort of bigger, but we can make them a bit smaller so we can bring them together somehow at the bottom like that. Maybe bring that forward. You have to play with this, I'm afraid. And then we'll just bring those in at a bit of an angle like that. That doesn't quite look right, so I'm just going to put another one in there. And then we're probably only going to see a little bit of that as it comes around on the inside leg. And then we can just sort of shade in there. And then I'm going to cross hatch that to send that leg sort of into the distance behind the leg that's in the foreground. All of these can have these little kind of veins coming down the center of the spines, scales. So, it's probably the spine of the scale, isn't it, when you think about it like that? And I'll just zip through this. When I did this on the live one, I went and I painted it and forgot to change camera, so you couldn't see it, so that's a shame. But as I say, click up here and you can see the whole live show on there. Now look, if you've watched this far, you're obviously into drawing. So make sure you click that subscribe button, and when you do, ring the bell and click all, and then you will be notified every time I put a new video up. And I put new drawing videos up mostly twice a week, so there's always something new for you to draw. Basically the scales are a kind of olive brown and the face a kind of pinky colour. You can shade in each scale if you like to give it a bit more depth. And there you go, how to draw a pangolin. Thanks for watching, and do make sure you are subscribed to the Shoo Rayner drawing channel and keep coming back for lots more drawing videos every week. And in the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye.